Hi everyone. Today I am going to tell you a very short story from Virata Parva of Mahabharata. And actually this is not a story, this is an incident from Virata Parva. So let me begin the story. As you know, all the five Pandavas, they were exiled for 13 years. And the last year they spent in King Virata's kingdom in disguise. So one day, when they were living in Virata's kingdom, that time, King Yudhishthira was known as Kanka there. He said, "Ki if a drop of blood falls on the ground, then the whole kingdom with the king's family and troops will be destroyed." But why did he tell like this? Why did he say? So, giving the reason behind it, I am going to explain that or say this incident. So, once King Virata went to fight with the Trigartas, taking all the four Pandavas. He didn't know that they are Pandavas, they were in disguise. So he took them and fought with the Trigartas. At last they won, and Virata returned back to his city. When he, after a while, he asked about his son Uttara. At that time, the ladies from the inner chamber, they said that, "O king, Prince Uttara has gone to fight with the Kauravas with Brihannala as his charioteer. He has gone to rescue the royal kind." When they said like this, King Virata's heart was filled with sorrow. He said, "How my son will fight with Pitamaha Bhisma? How can he face to Guru Dronacharya and the mighty warrior Karna, Vikarna, Aswasthama, Duryodhan? How he will fight? And this Brihannala, an eunuch who is used for nothing, he is useless." He said like this. At that time, King Yudhishthira smiled and said, "O king, don't worry at all. When Brihannala is there with your son, they will, means your son will win over them. Don't worry at all." And yes, Brihannala as his charioteer, they can face to the Jakhyas, Rakshasas, Asuras, or even Lord Indra, and combinedly if they will come, still then your son will win. So don't worry for that. The king, means King Virata, didn't like it, but said nothing. But as he was extremely worried, he immediately asked his soldiers and ministers to go and find out if his son by that time is dead or alive. And the ministers and soldiers were ready to go. At that very time, a messenger came running and said, "O king, Uttara and means Prince Uttara and Brihannala both are coming to the city, winning over the Kauravas." When Virata king heard this, he was overwhelmed with joy. He said, "What? My son? My son has already won over the Kauravas. How did he fight? How did he face to all these great warriors?" Like this, he was extremely surprised and very happy. So immediately he said, "Well, then ask Uttara to dress up well and wearing all the ornaments. She should go and greet her brave brother and arrange the whole city with everything, and decorate all over the city." Then he looked at Sairendri and said, "Oh Sairendri, go and bring the dice game. I want to play dice game with Kanka." Then immediately King Yudhishthira, means Kanka, said, "O king, I do not like dice game. Dice game is the root cause of all evils. And I heard that King Yudhishthira lost his vast prosperity, his godlike brothers, and his divine wife Draupadi playing this dice game only. So, O king, do not play this dice game. I don't like it. But as King Virata was very adamant and he insisted, at last King Yudhishthira began the game. While they were playing, once again Virata king said, Ki, I can't believe how my son defeated all the Kaurav troops and so many great warriors. I can't believe it. When he said like this, once again King Yudhishthira said, Ki, O king, when charioteer Brihanala is there, even if all the gods with Lord Indra, Jakhyas, Rakhyas, or anyone, combinedly they will come, still then Brihanala will win over everyone. Means your son will win. And who cares for these Kauravas? When he said this, King Virata couldn't control his anger. He got furious. He was furiated. And he struck his head with the dice. But he struck him hard. Immediately the blood came running from his nose. When the blood came, Yudhishthira immediately put his palm under his nose and he gestured to Sairendri, who was standing by his side, to bring a vessel. Sairendri ran and brought a golden vessel with some water and held it under his nose. Now, after a while, another messenger came and said, O king, prince is waiting for your command. He is at the gate and he is waiting for your permission. So King Virata said, go and bring them both right now. When he said like this, King Yudhishthira, means Kanka, whispered to that messenger, look, ask Uttara to come. Don't let Brihanala to come right now. The messenger couldn't understand, but however he went and gave the message. Now only Brihanala, only Uttara entered into the court. The moment he entered, he paid his respect to his father, and when he turned to pay his respect to Kanka, he saw that Kanka was sitting on the ground in a corner and blood was running from his nose. So he screamed, oh father, who did this type of sinful act? Who did it? Then his father said, now he deserved that, my son, and he deserves more, you know. When I was saying the glory of yours, that time, he was telling that only Brihanala, Brihanala, and he couldn't tolerate my words. That is why I struck him with a dice, and I did it. Then Uttara felt very bad and said, oh father, you should not have done this type of crime. You know that he is a Brahmin, and even if he will curse, that is enough for the destruction of our whole kingdom. Why did you do that? And now please beg him his forgiveness. When Uttara told his father repeatedly, King Virata begged to Kanka for his forgiveness. Now Kanka said, oh king, I never mind for others' deed, so don't worry for that. But in future, don't do this type of mistake. This much only Kanka told him. Now after a while, Brihanala entered into the court, but by that time the bleeding was stopped. When the blood was stopped, and Brihanala paid his respect and saluted to King Virata and to Kanka also. Then Virata was very happy, and out of joy, he said, when this, like everybody can hear, he said, look, my son is so brave. He defeated all the Kauravas. He defeated Pitamaha Bhisma, Guru Dronacharya, and Aswasthama, so many great warriors. I never thought that my son is so brave. Then immediately Uttara said, oh father, I didn't defeat, I didn't do anything. And neither I defeated the Kauravas, nor I have rescued the kine. It is done by somebody else, a celestial person. Then his father said, who is that? Uttara said, he is the son of a celestial, and oh father, he was so brave, and he could easily defeat all the Kauravas, all the warriors. Not only that, even before his departure, he told the Kuru prince Duryodhan that, oh prince, just I think you are not safe in Hastinapur also. Now just wait for the battle. And yes, if you will be slain, you will go to heaven, or if you will win, you will enjoy the earth. This much also that brave person told him. And at last, like a snake, Duryodhan and all the Kauravas troop, they went back to Hastinapur. And yes, father, he is a son of a celestial, very brave. I had never seen a warrior like that person. Then immediately King Virata said, oh Uttara, then, who is he? Show me. I want to honor him. Then Uttara said, well, he will appear before you after 3 days. Wait for that. And Virata agreed. Now 3 days after, means after 3 days, between these days, Uttara and Arjun, they both arranged everything. As Arjun asked Uttara not to reveal the secret, Uttara didn't say anything about the Panchu Pandavas at that time. So now, after 3 days, all the 5 Pandavas, they wore the white clothes, means they dressed up with white clothes and all the ornaments, and they were looking like burning fire. They went inside the assembly hall and took the royal seats. After a little later, King Virata entered into the assembly hall. When he entered and he saw Kanka sitting on a royal seat, he thought for a while, then immediately said, what? Kanka, how dare you to sit on that royal seat? You are just appointed by me. You are a simple courtier. How did you sit there? The word he uttered, then immediately Arjun said, O king, not only this is nothing, not only this, he deserves the seat of Indra. He is that man who is the embodiment of virtue, and he is the manifestation of dharma. He is the best of the warriors, and O king, he is the foremost of all knowledgeable person. He is conversant with Vedas and Vedangas. And not only that, king, he also knows how to use all the weapons. He is one of the best car warriors. And yes, about his compassion, his truthfulness, and his other attributes, no one can compare with this person. And O king, he is the manifestation of dharma himself. And if you didn't know that, remember, all the rishis, yogis, and even gods, they used to come to see this noble person. And O king, he is the foremost of Kuru dynasty, and he is Dharmaraj, means Dharmaraj Yudhishthira, son of Pandu and Kunti. When Arjun said all these things, immediately King Virata was stunned and asked, well, if he is Yudhishthira, where are the other four Pandavas? And where is their wife Draupadi? Then Arjun said, well, the cook in your house, Vallabha, is no other than Bhimsen. And the two, those who are looking after your horses and kine, were the twins, Nakul and Sahadev. And O king, I myself is Arjun, the third Pandava. Now, do you want to know anything more? And Sairendri, that one is the beautiful lotus-eyed Draupadi, wife of the Pandavas. Well, this much is the story, but why did King Yudhishthira said that a drop of blood? Now, because Arjun always followed the rigid vows, and once he promised, he had taken a vow that anybody would hurt King Yudhishthira except in the battle or cause blood to flow, then no doubt that he would kill the whole race and will destroy everything. You know very well that Arjun always keeps he was keeping his promise. Thank you so much. Once again, I will meet you with another story. And yes, if you have time, please visit my site, thegolpa.com.